With the release of Tremor and more cameos on the way, fans are excited for more Mortal Kombat 1.
Yet a perplexing mystery surrounds the absence of the classic Johnny Cage from the Kameo lineup. Welcome back, Earthrealm Warriors, to another bite-sized episode of the Realmcast. I'm your host, the Mortal Kombat Phantom.
And I'm Yanni.
Today we unravel a tale rooted in the franchise's history, legal battles, and creative choices as more highly anticipated DLC for Mortal Kombat 1 approaches.
Midway's initial dream of creating a video game centered around Jean-Claude Van Damme was a bold and ambitious undertaking that aimed to merge the adrenaline-pumping action of the martial arts icon with the interactive experience of gaming. This vision was not just about crafting a game, it was about capturing the essence of Van Damme's cinematic prowess and translating it into the digital realm, where players could embody the intensity and charisma of the legendary action star. Despite Van Damme's lack of interest at the time, the vision for this game lingered, eventually being replaced with a pitch that would evolve into the iconic Mortal Kombat franchise that would help shape the landscape of fighting games.
The original Van Damme concept still impacted the foundation for what would become one of the most influential and enduring series in the history of video games. Out of the ashes of the unrealized Van Damme game, Mortal Kombat emerged, a phoenix that would soar to unprecedented heights. Daniel Pesina stepped into the role of Johnny Cage, injecting the character with a unique blend of martial arts expertise and cheeky humor. As the embodiment of Van Damme's essence, Johnny Cage became a symbol of the game's witty homage to the cinematic world.
Pesina's portrayal of Johnny Cage went beyond mere performance. It became a cornerstone of Mortal Kombat's identity. The character's signature split punch move echoed the spirit of Van Damme. Mortal Kombat, with Johnny Cage, not only paid a bit of tongue-in-cheek tribute to its initial inspiration, but also carved its path as a groundbreaking title in the gaming industry. However, behind the scenes, the Mortal Kombat saga took an unexpected turn as legal battles unfolded. Pesina, the man behind Johnny Cage's iconic portrayal, sought legal action against Midway, introducing a tumultuous chapter in the franchise's history.
Grievances stemming from his role and the commercial value of his likeness created ripples, forcing the gaming industry to confront the intersection of creativity, ownership, and contractual agreements. Pesina's grievances and the ensuing legal drama added layers of complexity to the relationship between artists and the gaming industry.
One that continues today, issues such as likeness rights within the aspects of artificial intelligence, and more.
This challenge to the status quo prompted a re-evaluation of the dynamics between game developers and those who bring characters to life. As Midway faced its closure, a new chapter began with Warner Bros. Games, taking the reins of the Mortal Kombat franchise. The transition marked a changing of the guard, bringing fresh perspectives, new creative directions, and a commitment to upholding the legacy of the iconic series. Under the WB Games banner, Mortal Kombat entered a new era with Mortal Kombat's 9th game titled simply Mortal Kombat. The 2011 game blended the nostalgia of the past with the promise of innovative storytelling and gameplay. The closure of Midway signaled not an end but a transformation as the franchise found a new home and continued to evolve.
In a surprising move, CES 2022 unveiled Arcade 1UP's Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Edition. This commemorative arcade cabinet, celebrating 3 decades of this renowned franchise, raised eyebrows due to a notable omission. Daniel Pesina's iconic portrayal of Johnny Cage was conspicuously absent from the original artwork on the side of the cabinet.
This intriguing exclusion, occurring under the WB Games umbrella, sparked speculation about the possibility of a strategic decision. Was this intentional, designed to establish more separation from the original actor? The adjustment to the iconic artwork hints at potential underlying tensions that could have persisted, raising questions about whether Pesina has regained some level of control over his likeness, particularly as the Mortal Kombat franchise had transitioned to new stewardship.
As anticipation for the 2023 release of Warner Bros. Games and NetherRealm Studios' Mortal Kombat 1 reached its zenith, fans were met with an unexpected revelation: a Johnny Cage cameo, as well as a separate playable skin meticulously crafted to embody the likeness of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
The Kameo system promised an innovative addition to gameplay, and the playable Jean-Claude Van Damme skin sparked memories of the initial vision for a Van Damme-centered game. With WB Games' announcement of the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for the main playable Johnny Cage character, in tribute to the iconic actor, it was revealed that this wasn't just a reskin. It featured complete voiceover work, amplifying the overall gaming experience.
The digital embodiment of Van Damme within the Mortal Kombat universe deepened the connection between the character and his real-world inspiration, pushing the boundaries of cinema and gaming integration as the connection between Mortal Kombat and Van Damme came full circle. The Jean-Claude Van Damme skin also included a wardrobe extremely similar to the classic portrayal of Johnny Cage in 1992's Mortal Kombat. The character wore shoes and sported his red sash, reminiscent of Mortal Kombat, as opposed to Jean-Claude Van Damme's yellow sash seen in Bloodsport, although this is an optional palette in Mortal Kombat 1. Additionally, a black belt akin to his character's belt in Bloodsport was added to create a blend of the cinematic and gaming worlds. These meticulous details showcase the developer's commitment to crafting an experience that paid homage not only to Van Damme's film legacy, but also to the Mortal Kombat franchise's rich history.
However, beneath the seemingly harmonious unveiling, whispers of intricate drama behind the scenes began to circulate. Did the announcement unintentionally serve as a bridge connecting Mortal Kombat's past aspirations with its present and future? Or was it a calculated move that intentionally distanced the game further from its original actor's legacy by varying the skin just enough along with Jean-Claude Van Damme representing it?
The undisclosed complexities hinted at backstage story yet untold.
1 month after Mortal Kombat's release, in a surprising narrative twist, WB Games subtly revealed an alteration in their plans. Instead of a Johnny Cage or even Jean-Claude Van Damme cameo, players would now encounter a Janet Cage cameo.
This sudden shift from a classic skin to a new character, or a reimagined character, introduces an intriguing layer of mystery to the cameo lineup. This unexpected deviation in the narrative trajectory prompts questions about the motivations behind this shift. Was the introduction of Janet Cage a spontaneous addition, perhaps driven by the newfound popularity among players as they discovered her during story mode? Or was it always the plan, kept a secret until the game's release so as to not spoil the story mode?
Or is it possible it signifies yet another deliberate change in course to create further separation from the original actor's legacy in Mortal Kombat? Previously, Mortal Kombat cameos featured characters such as Sonya Blade and Kano donning their original classic outfits where possible, with even Mortal Kombat 2's Kung Lao making an appearance.
The unexpected arrival of Janet Cage disrupts the established expectation of faithfully recreating similar likenesses of the original models in classic cameo skins. It also creates a potential issue as the Combat Pack explicitly advertised Johnny Cage as an included cameo fighter before changing to Janet Cage instead, leading to many being unhappy with their Combat Pack 1 purchase as they felt misled.
While others were of course excited as well.
In the midst of Mortal Kombat's rich history, the removal of Daniel Pesina's classic Johnny Cage, the resurgence of the Jean-Claude Van Damme connection, and the seemingly minor yet potentially significant inclusion of Janet Cage as a cameo stand out as possibly intentional decisions.
As Mortal Kombat 1 2023 has been released, the decisions behind the twist in Johnny Cage's classic cameo skin add a compelling dimension to the franchise's legacy. As fans continue to explore the game, the question lingers: are there more untold stories to uncover and unexpected turns that lie within the immersive and captivating world known as Mortal Kombat? Let us know your thoughts. Are you excited for Janet Cage? Would you rather have Jean-Claude Van Damme cameo? Or are you still hoping to someday see the classic Johnny Cage return? Leave a comment and let us know.
Thank you for joining us today, combatants. If you found this discussion enlightening, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to stay in the loop for all the latest Mortal Kombat news and updates. Until next time, remember, every warrior has a story and every saga a lesson.